So today you will learn how to do these crazy icon animations. It's actually really simple to do, so let's not waste any more time and let's deep dive into it. As you can see in this example, I used the 3D camera animation, and the plugin called 3D Pro helped me with that, because to make this animation it took me a couple of seconds only because of the 3D Pro plugin. This plugin basically allows you to make a whole 3D scene in a couple of seconds with one click. The link will be in the description, as well as a 10% discount code for it. The first thing that you'll have to do is simply download a couple icons. I suggest you to go to the Flat Icon website. There's a bunch of cool icons that you can choose. So once you have your icons ready, what you can do is simply go inside of After Effects and simply import your icons. Now I'm gonna put my composition into transparent, and I'm simply gonna drag and drop my dollar icon right there. Now what you're gonna have to do is simply go to layer, go all the way down, go to auto trace, make sure to click on current frame and pick alpha right there. Now click OK. Now once this is done, what you're gonna have to do is simply search for a stroke. Now you're gonna have to apply it to the dollar icon that you just made. Now you can click on all masks, unselect stroke sequentially. Now on the paint style you can choose on transparent, and now if you just uncheck the transparency mode, and as you can see we got some strokes right there, and if you want the strokes to be bigger you can simply pull the brush size a little bit higher like that. Now what you can do to animate the strokes, you can simply go ahead and pick the clock of the end like that, and simply make sure it's at 0% at the beginning, go a few frames forward and put it back to 100% like that, and it should give an animation like so. Now simply adjust it and create a graph. Perfect. And if you want to change the color, what you can do is simply click on the color and pick a different color like this. Now what I'm going to do is simply go to add a force motion blur to make sure that the animation is smoother, and I'm going to add a glow effect to simply make everything better. Now you can simply do this process all over again. So let's say I want to add the smile icon. I can simply go to layer, go to auto trace, click on OK. Then I can simply copy and paste the settings from my previous shape and put it into my new shape, which is the smile. And it's going to give me something like this, but I do not want to keep the color, so I'm just going to change it like that. I'm going to put it white, and it should give me something like that. So, and just repeat the process all over again for as much icons that you need. So I'm gonna do one more like that. I'm simply gonna put the auto trace into it, and then simply copy and paste the effect into this layer. And I'm simply gonna change the color like that. Now what I'm going to do is simply place all of my elements. So I'm going to put the smile at the middle. I'm going to put the dollar sign a little bit right there, and I'm going to put the weight right there. Once this is placed, what I'm going to do is simply convert everything into a 3D animation. So I'm simply going to pull out my 3D Pro plugin. I'm going to simply click on create 3D camera. Now the scene is in 3D. As you can see, you can actually push the layers further from each other simply by changing the size of the room. And now the only thing I need to do is simply make sure that everything is placed correctly. Again.
Because, just to make, okay. And I can add a little camera shake.
And now you can enable the camera shake option, which is going to give you a realistic camera shake into your animation. And now the simple thing now is simply animate the 3D camera. So I'm simply going to click on the first null. I'm simply going to click on the 3D camera right there. I'm going to click on P to put all the positions values, and I'm simply going to play around with it like that. And as you can see, I have an animation, and I'm simply gonna make my graph a little bit smoother, like that. Okay. Now I'm simply gonna make sure that the smile comes a little bit later. Okay. Gem. The dollar can come also a little bit later. And make sure to add motion blur to all of your layers for the animations to be smoother.
And you can also pick the node
Above right there, click on R to pull out the rotation properties, and you can simply make some rotations like this to really accentuate on the 3D aspect of the animation. Do that like that. Boom. Then when the dollar comes in, I'm gonna simply zoom on it like that. And then I'm simply gonna put the value at 0 when the smile comes in, and I'm simply gonna click on F9 on all of my keyframes, and it should give me something like this. As you can see, it's pretty clean. Now I'm simply gonna enable the force motion blur into all of my layers for it to be smoother now. And as you can see, the animation was really simple to do. It was really quick and efficient, and you can use it in your reels, your shorts, or even long form content. And if you want to learn more about techniques like this, you can check this video right there, and I'll teach you more techniques, and I'll see you right there.